Hey, Phantomaniacs, welcome to the first Needless Things toy review of 2023, and we're kicking things off with a spattery bang with the Terrifier Art the Clown figure from Trick or Treat Studios. Now, this is something a little different for me. Obviously, I've done tons of horror toys before, but I believe this is the first 1/6 scale figure I've reviewed on the channel. And the Trick or Treat Studios, this was a big, this is a whole new thing. And I get excited, I get tongue tied over brand new companies' stuff. I love opening up a new figure from a company that I've never owned anything from before. Trick or Treat Studios has made quite an inroad into the 1/6 scale horror collector market and have put up a number of offerings in a pretty short amount of time. Now, this is an older figure. I think this figure originally came out maybe when Terrifier 2 was announced. It's been a while. Let's see what the year is on this thing. This is... Well, there is not a year, but I am noticing, look at this. Art direction by Justin Mabry, sculpted by Alex Ray, packaging design by Sam First, clothing design by Tanella Tanella. Developed by Justin Mabry, Chris Zeffro, Alex Ray, and Sam First. Awesome that they've got the credits on here. Trick or Treat Studios has been providing horror-oriented licensed merchandise for a very long time now. They make great masks and costumes and everything else, but their figures I've been very, very curious about. And this is the first one that was really compelling enough for me to say, you know what, I want this. So this was actually a Christmas gift from my wife. And I've got a bunch of those I'm going to be reviewing coming up here. But this is the one I wanted to start the year with. Okay, see, 2021 is the copyright for Art the Clown. But I don't think we've got a date for the figure. But anyway, I'm just excited. This is great. This is classy packaging. It reminds me a lot back when Sideshow Collectibles was doing affordable 1/6 scale figures, over a decade ago, I guess. This is very much like the boxes that they were providing. You've got a cool front panel that opens up. You got some great shots of art all over the packaging. And then the figure in the window. I mean, this is very, very much like Sideshow's old presentation. And if you notice, the blood spatter on the white pristine box has a gloss to it. So really nice packaging. I mean, it just looks really, really cool. And it's a shame that we're just not going to see stuff like this at retail very often anymore. Obviously, specialty shops you will. But it was always exciting to me to go into like Tower Records and see their display of Sideshow James Bond figures or whatever. So there we go. We've taken a look at the packaging. Now let's get the figure out of here and see if Trick or Treat Studios, and also for modern prices, their pricing is very affordable, and you can get them from Trick or Treat Studios, from Big Bad Toy Store, from Amazon. Like, they're pretty widely available. It's not just from Trick or Treat Studios, although I'm sure buying directly from there, if you have any customer service needs, they're going to be dealt with a little more quickly and efficiently. So you've got a cool insert, just a bunch of bloody spatter. Looks awesome. And then Art the Clown. No tape holding the top on. I appreciate that. So let's take that cover off. And this is a box that I will save. I've always saved the packaging from my 1/6 scale collectibles. So we've got a saw. We'll take a closer look at that in a bit. Oh, I love this. Okay. Really good decisions being made right out of the box. Does he have anything holding him in? He doesn't. Oh, he feels... Got some little look at these little plastic booties. Little protective booties off of him. Oh, man, he feels good. He feels really sturdy and nice. Just, initial... Oh, look at that portrait. So, the head is... Now, this has been downstairs in the cold for a few days. So the plastic may be slightly... Look at that. You can see the little string for his hat is actually sculpted right there. He's got the edge of his headpiece going around his face. The portrait is phenomenal. I mean, I don't think it could possibly be better. And the paint as well. Let me try and get my light in a little better position here. The paint is just as precise as could be. This is the level of detail and quality that you need and expect from a figure in this scale and this style. Just looks fantastic. Look at that. Oh my gosh, he's got a zipper on his clown suit. And look at the detail of the headpiece going all the way down his neck. We do have a little bit of a split torso here, so let's get this hopefully functional zipper. Look at that. Zips right down. So that obviously that's not great, but click right back together. Not a big deal at all. Just a little production snafu. Nothing broken. It was just not pushed together all the way. The figure is completely fine. Neck articulation, it is just at the base of the neck, but you do have a little side to side, back and forth movement. So let's zip that suit back up. If my giant clunky fingers can get hold of that zipper. Look at that, zips right back up. Sorry, that was much further down in the screen. I'm concentrating on this tiny zipper and not on what's actually in focus here. So there you go. We'll do the zipper one more time. Works beautifully. Zippers at this scale are a very difficult thing. Look at that. Absolutely wonderful. Zippers at this scale are a difficult thing to execute. So I'm very impressed that they've got a nicely functioning zipper on his costume. He's got the ruffle around his neck. He's got the double ruffle with a little sewn piece up here at the top. The fabric feels good. It is not cheap feeling at all. I mean, it's I don't know how to quite how to phrase it. It feels like a clown suit like this would feel. I think obviously thinner because of the scale, but it has that satiny feel, but it's not cheap toy satin. Like it feels like you might have a shirt. Well, if you're like a bullfighter or a dancer or something, you might have a shirt made of this kind of fabric. Like it's that quality. It's nice. He's got double jointed elbows. He's got a swivel at the top of the bicep. Oh, he's got butterfly joints at the shoulders. I could just take the costume off, I guess, but since you're not really... Okay, fine. We're going to deal with some naked art here. Avert your eyes if you're not of age, but I do want to see what the construction of this body is. Those butterfly joints allow you to slip that. I did not know this review was going to take this turn. So this is actually a really, really nice G.I. Joe style body on this guy. Nicer than any 12-inch Joes I've got, because I haven't bought any in a very long time. Look at that shoulder joint. That's fantastic construction on that thing. That up and down motion on that, as well as the butterfly. The swivel at the top of the bicep, the double jointed elbows. The hands are... We'll take a closer look at those in a minute. Well, look at those bloody gloves. And look at the gloss on the blood. Really amazing. And the hands have kind of a standard joint where the hand is on a peg. Let's see. See, that's going to be a little tricky to deal with. So that whole peg comes out. And then there's the other end of the peg is holding the hand on. I might have to heat that up to get that to work like it's supposed to. Torso, you've got a great... Man, the art... I was not expecting this kind of articulation on this figure. This makes the price point on these guys even more reasonable, which I want to say like 165, 150, 165, somewhere around there. Thighs, you've got sort of standard swivel, no drop down hips, that's fine. Double jointed knees. So let's get this poor fella's clothes back on. And we'll take a look at those boots. I hope that was interesting to you guys, because if you have been any kind of collector of 1/6 scale figures, a lot of times when it is a licensed character like this, they kind of just cheap out on the body. They don't feel like they need to give you great articulation. You'll get more of an old school, like rubbery G.I. Joe body with, maybe 10 points of articulation. So this is really amazing that he's got this much. For the boots, well, first of all, look at the detail on the clown shoe. You can see sort of the wear on the front of it up here. You've got the sole sculpted on, the eyelets and the laces of the boots. And then he's got a swivel, or is that a swivel? No, I think that's just where it's attached. But it does swivel, and it has, quite frankly, a lot more motion than I expected out of a boot like this. I kind of want to pull it off and see what's in there, but at the same time, you can see the range that I'm getting out of this. Pretty amazing. Again, for this scale and style of figure. I'm really, really impressed. I thought this would be... I'd never expected this to have this kind of body underneath that clothing. I kind of thought this would just be a cash grab style figure. So let's get that hand out of there. I'm going to reach up to my Weird Al tool head. There we go. All right, so you can see that peg, while there's no... You can see the lip on this one that holds the hand in place. There's nothing to hold the wrist in, but it does fit securely into the forearm. Like, it really plugs in there nicely. The only reason it popped out is just because of the design, but it's not going to just fall out. You can see I'm giving it a good tug there, and it's fine. All right, so obviously while this glove looks amazing, it even has the weird, like, Mickey Mouse ribbing on the back. We want a little scalpel, and I am very happy with the decision to make the scalpel permanently attached to this hand. Definitely my preference. I have no need of a loose 1/6 scale scalpel. Just not something I need in my life. I would much rather have it perfectly posed in this hand, ready to go. And there are probably plenty of other 1/6 scale scalpels, say that 6 times fast, out there. His costume is so slick. I'm having trouble getting a grip on that forearm. All right. I'm going to recommend you be very, very careful putting this hand on, because you don't want to put any pressure on that scalpel, I'm sure, because it's sturdy, but while you're pushing the hand in, you don't want to snap this. So pull that sleeve back down and look at that. Art is ready to have a little fun. And then let's see. Oh, we've got, okay, so this is one. I do wish he had a left hand with the C-grip. Look at that. The fingerless gloves, you can see. The blood all over the fingertips. So he's got the C-grip to interact with the saw. I kind of wish he had a left-handed C-grip as well. But I've got the jigs. Come on, focus. He's got the jigsaw with the electrical tape wrapped around the handle. Pretty sturdy, rigid plastic. Feels good. I wouldn't expect it to break, but it's also, it's going to hold its shape. And that will go right into the, not quite a secret. Look at that, pinky out. What a classy guy. So that'll fit right into that hand. Gosh, I think I'm going to want to pose him with this rather than the scalpel. I kind of wish he had a left-handed C grip. But I would rather have, if I have to choose, I'd rather have a neutral hand. Again, the gloves look fantastic. This is an amazing figure. I was excited to get it, but I honestly did not expect it to be this. Look, he's got the pom. I didn't notice, or I didn't mention the pom-poms on the front of his clown suit are solid, firm, look really good. The scaling, the way the fabric hangs, everything about this figure is excellent. I am so impressed, and it's making me kind of itchy to buy some more figures from Trick or Treat Studios. I'm interested now to check out, even though I've got really all the Michael Myers I need, I kind of want to check out one of their Michael Myers, maybe one of the ones that hasn't been made before. But until then, here is Art the Clown looking super creepy and fantastic. Thanks for watching, you guys. Please like, subscribe, share, tell your friends about Needless Things. I hope everybody has an awesome 2023. We've got so much stuff coming, including lots of brand new stuff that we haven't done before on the channel, like this Art the Clown. Thanks for watching, you guys.
Smash that like button if you like Needless Things.